So this is the Ulanzi U-190, and I'm just gonna show what the box looks like and what writings there are on each side of the box, just so that you know what it looks like. Kind of gives you a little bit of the features here on this side in terms of rotation and tilting capabilities. Anyway, let me unbox it so that we can actually look at the fluid head itself. The lid is supposed to just slide off, but for some reason it's not doing that. So I think I need to force it a little bit. Okay, there we go. So that's the 3/8 to 1/4 inch 20 converter for the base of the fluid head. So you can mount it both on a tripod or one of the mini tripods that take the 1/4 inch 20 screws. And this is the fluid head itself, so the main part of it. Seems quite small. And it has a handle, which in theory you should be able to leave at if you don't want it. If you want to keep everything real compact, you probably don't really need the handle. You can just move the camera on top of the fluid head without actually using the handle. But obviously using the handle will make all the motions a lot smoother. And obviously it would stop the camera from unscrewing itself from the top plate. So this screw lets you tighten or loosen the panning motion, although it doesn't seem to be that soft. And this is for the tilting. It seems to be about 8 centimeters, which is quite short, and about 4 centimeters for the base, which is, I think, really small relatively. And the base plate is 3.2 centimeters in both directions, so it's a square plate. Anyway, nothing special, but you can see that it's a really small fluid head. And this screw is to loosen the top plate if you want to take it off. And it has the security mechanism for it's compatible with the Arca Swiss one, so same features you would expect from any Arca Swiss plate. This is the Ulanzi U-190 mini fluid head. It weighs 353 grams and has a load capacity of 10 kilograms. It is 8 centimeters tall. The bottom base diameter is 4 centimeters and the top plate is 3.2 centimeters. The quick release plate is Arca Swiss compatible and has a small edge at the back which can help reduce camera shake when tilting the camera upwards or downwards using the fluid head depending on how you position the camera on the quick release plate. The quick release plate has a 1/4 inch 20 screw that can be tightened using the supplied Allen key wrench or even a coin. The quick release plate has 2 small screws on the bottom, which stops the camera from falling forward or backward if the plate isn't fully tightened. A hexagonal wrench, also known as Allen key, is provided with the fluid head, which fits into a magnetic slot on the fluid head. So it is easy to place it there and ensures you always have it with the fluid head. The fluid head can tilt from -80 degrees to +90 degrees, so 90 degrees forward and 80 degrees backward. "360-degree panning is supported on the fluid head. It has a detachable handle, which is 20 centimeters long. The handle grip angle can be adjusted, as well as the upward or downward direction of the handle grip. The bottom base diameter of the fluid head is 4 centimeters and has a 3/8 inch 16 thread, as well as a converter for 1/4 inch 20 thread. So you can mount this fluid head on tripods or other peripherals with either of these screw sizes. The fluid head is made from aluminium alloy, and it has a high build quality feel to it. The tension of the panning movement of the fluid head can be adjusted, but there is very little room for adjustment. And in my experience, it cannot be made loose enough to be used effectively with a light camera and lens combination below 1 kilogram. So I tried it with a heavier camera and lens of about 1.5 kilograms, but the results were the same. The tension cannot be made loose enough for video recording using a light camera setup. So the result is that it is not possible to get a smooth panning motion. I have not tried using this fluid head with a heavy camera and lens configuration, so I cannot comment on its performance in that regard. The reason I bought this fluid head was to use it for video recording with a mirrorless camera and lens that would typically weigh between 1 kilogram and 2 kilograms. So for this purpose, it doesn't meet my requirements. However, it might still be good for photography. I also considered buying the SmallRig 3457 fluid head. However, online reviews indicated that it has the same problem of panning motion not being smooth and loose enough. Also, the SmallRig 3457 is larger, heavier, has less backward tilt capability, and has a lower maximum payload capacity, as well as being more expensive. It does have some other interesting features, however, such as a telescopic handle, a leveling guide, 2 panning rotation sections, a 1/4 inch 20 thread on the side for mounting another accessory such as a microphone or a small light. Nevertheless, it appears that both the Ulanzi U-190 and the SmallRig 3457 fluid heads are not fit for purpose despite their small size, and there are a lot of online reviews to that effect about these fluid heads. If these fluid heads are made for smaller setups, then they should be able to provide a smooth motion for lighter loads, even if it means that the maximum payload size will be reduced, as opposed to creating products that neither caters good enough to the heavier cameras nor the lighter cameras. I hope future iterations of these products will provide a smoother motion with light cameras, as I would like to carry and use a small fluid head.